everybody. Okay, so this video is kind of impromptu, but I've been thinking about him for a while now, so I want to give him some really good credit because I don't feel like I do that enough. Okay, now this is not intended to be a love letter to anybody, and no shade is meant to be thrown in this video at all. Okay, all right. So I talked about him once because he just celebrated his 7th-year anniversary on Y&R. Woo! Give it up. Because you don't understand, okay? The acting world is really tough, and for a person to have a job for years is astronomical, okay? But that means they have to give him storyline, but also the person has to bring it. Okay? And Mark Grossman from day one has brought it. Whew, okay. Okay. I'm gonna mention the elephant in the room and then go on about my life. Mark Grossman is hot. There, I said it. Now I'm gonna talk about his acting abilities and also some other aside. Okay, now, I think that Eric Braeden really likes Mark Grossman because he always kind of smiles when they're in scenes together and stuff. And I really feel like he feels Mark Grossman is his son, kind of, you know what I mean? So I like that because I can tell when somebody likes somebody versus when they don't. Just how they are like really respectful and stuff in the scenes. I can tell. Okay. But also, uh, okay, another topic I like to talk about, but I don't really talk about a lot not because I don't think about it, but because I don't have many examples on a given day. Because you have to understand that most of the time with a storyline, unless it's specifically focused on one character and there's going to be some kind of arc or something, it's usually a collaborative ensemble effort. Meaning, okay, you're going to have like Joshua Morrow, Mark Grossman, Melissa Claire Egan, and somebody else in the scene. Usually it's 4 people. Unless they are doing a true dialogue, which means only 2 people. But, so, yeah, okay. But this man, Mark Grossman, has range like no other. Okay? I've seen him scream at the top of his lungs, laugh, say, what the, and cry in a week span. And I believe every single thing he does. Now, that is unbelievable because, oh boy, usually when you scream and then you cry, I question which one was the real one. You know what I mean? So that means he's really good. Okay, now Adam, talking about the trajectory of the character. When he started out, he was a bad boy. You could tell he was a bad boy, the black sheep, all the things. And they even talked about it a little bit this week because Melissa Claire Egan and he were in a scene and they were talking about how Nikki is not my biggest fan and I'm not hers either. And I'm like, yep. Sure words never been spoken, okay? Because she's like, hi, Adam. And there's always a little something in her voice. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, okay, they're not supposed to like each other. But you understand why, right? Well, if you don't, I'm going to give you a little short history lesson here. Okay, now, Victor and Nikki have been together for eons. They were together before I was born. They broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together the whole time. And they have been together for 40-something years. The whole time the soap opera's been on. And The only difference is they've had dalliances here and there, but they're together, okay? So when Victor stepped out and had a relationship with somebody else, this was a big brouhaha, okay? And of course, Nikki is not going to like the person that he had the whatever with, obviously, right? Okay, so you have to, and then if you're going to assess the character correctly, in my mind, you have to put together all the pieces. Meaning, okay, he's dark, or he started dark. Okay, why? Because he didn't have the family structure that most people have. Okay, he felt like the black sheep. He felt unwanted. He felt all the things. Okay, so all he ever wanted was his dad's approval. Well, you know how that goes because usually when you want something, that's the last thing you get. And also when you pin your whole life on it, so like I'm gonna be better when X happens. Yeah, that's not the way to go because you'll never achieve happiness that way. But anyway, okay. So they made him real bad. Then they turned him kind of good, right? And I was like, oh, wait a minute. And then they turned him kind of bad again. And I was like, oh, they're doing the thing with him. They're making him like mysterious. Okay. But now they've turned the dial to like all the way good, which is cool. Okay. That gives a character and a person, an actor, longevity. However, the bone I have to pick with that is not about him. No shade. But the writing is like, okay, they're trying to make this dude good. However, Chelsea is questioning him at every moment. Are you sure you're not going to go back to your old life? No, I don't want to go back to my old life. I like my life with you and Connor and the thing. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? To the point, I want to pop her in the mouth and say, yes, your boyfriend or whatever wants to be with you and wants a family with you. Please take it. Okay? Let him be good. Don't turn him to the dark side. Because at this point, if he turns to the dark side, I'm going to blame Chelsea. Number one. Why did he turn to the dark side? The woman made him do it. Because, and this goes into my theory. Okay. I can say this kind of from personal experience, although I know we're talking about soap opera, but wait a second, okay? All right. Now, step one. It is very hard to find good people out in the world today. It just is, okay? So if you have a good person in your life, don't make them bad. Don't question them out the yin yang because, yeah, don't do that. X-nay. Okay? He's a good dude. He wants to be a good dude. Leave him alone. Okay. Just, just don't. And also, okay, now, for the longest time, I thought, okay, because Joshua Morrow, Nick, and him are supposed to be brothers, right? Okay, so I'm like, are they really brothers though? Because they don't really act like brothers to me. But maybe, I don't know. I was always on the fence, right? Okay, this last time with the addiction storyline, I'm like, okay, yeah, they're brothers, Okay. So, yeah, you made me believe it now because whew, when somebody is willing to try to help you out and willing to get conked on the head, they're your brother. Yep. Yep. Okay, now for my final part of this whole thing. Okay, where I want Adam to go. Like I said, you made him a good guy, keep him a good guy. But could you do me a hot favor for a second? Okay, now, first of all, number one, make up your mind about Adam and Chelsea. Are they together? Are they split spill? What? And number two, if they're going to be married, please don't let her be a, you know what, to him all the time. Please and thank you, because I can't take these women who don't like good men. Just saying. Okay? Bye, everybody.